Well, here we are talking about Queen. And the reason I'm talking about Queen right now is because it's deja vu. Because if you can recall, a couple years ago, this was released. The Queen 1 box set. And when this was announced, there was definitely some pushback from a lot of fans. For two big reasons. One, of course, well, maybe three, I guess, but one and two kind of go hand in hand, but mainly the first one was the fact that it's a complete remix of the debut album. And for someone like me who is a big fan of the original mix, hearing a complete remix, there's always going to be kind of iffy responses. But definitely one of the biggest gripes was the fact that they utilized some auto-tune on Freddie's vocals. And when it comes to Freddie Mercury, one of the greatest vocalists in rock, and you're going to go in and auto-tune him, it just seemed like a big you. And then, of course, you have that dreadful music video where they used AI. It just looked terrible, and it really did not put this in a good light to a lot of people. But lo and behold, I bought it, and I did a whole trilogy of videos talking about it. I talked about the announcements and the marketing, and then I did a whole unboxing, and then I concluded it with a whole in-depth review with my friend Nick. And here we are in 2026, and they announced not that long ago the Queen 2 box set. So Queen 2 is going to get the remix treatment as well. And it's going to be released March 27th, 2026. So definitely not long from now. But it also says here that it won't ship until late April. So take that for what you will. So I want to go ahead and read this little excerpt here. Over half a century after it set them on the path to superstardom, Queen's regal second album, Queen 2, has been remixed, remastered, and expanded. Arguably the heaviest Queen album, which to me, I kind of wouldn't say that. I would say this is the most proggy album. I think the debut is a little bit heavier to me, but again, I'm just speaking for myself. Queen 2 was originally released in 1974, which kind of gives you another reason why they're making this, is because, Queen 2 has turned 50 2 years ago. But so I guess they wanted to do this to kind of celebrate its 50th anniversary. Bit late, but what can you do? And widely heralded as their first true masterpiece. With Brian May and Roger Taylor as executive producers, the album has been stunningly mixed by the team of Justin Shirley Smith, Joshua J. Macra, I don't know if I said that right, and Chris Fredrickson. The 5 CD plus 2 LP Queen 2 Collector's Edition box set features the 2026 mix of the album, plus intimate fly-on-the-wall audio of Queen in the recording studio, previously unheard outtakes and demos, live tracks, and radio sessions. Queen 2's Collector's Edition box set also comes with a 112-page book featuring previously unseen photographs, handwritten lyrics, diary entries, and special memorabilia, as well as memories of writing and recording the album from the band members. So that's pretty much the description they give you. So the box set includes the 2026 mix, CD1, CD2 is going to be sessions, CD3 is going to be the backing tracks, the very pointless instrumental version of the album, which I guess, why not? Disc 4 is the BBC recordings. Disc 5, interestingly, it says Live at the Rainbow, but it says previously unheard stuff. But Live at the Rainbow, which is something I already have, so I don't know why they're including it. Nothing really new there. But anyway, you have the 2 LP, which is basically, it's the album, but they decided to split it into 2 separate discs. So side 1 has its own disc, and then side 2 is its other disc. Kind of strange. Like, I guess they wanted so they can have the different colored vinyls, like black and white, so they can keep the theme going, which I guess it's something, but still kind of weird. I kind of would have preferred it just as 1 LP, but whatever. It's 180 gram vinyl, so take that. The track listing they give you for all these sessions. And then there's the backing tracks, the BBC, the Life of the Rainbow stuff, and then you get the vinyl right here. But there you go. So obviously I am tempted because hey, I bought Queen 1, so I'm probably should go out and get the Queen 2 one, but there's one big thing, that's that price right there. Close to $250, and I'm sure there's going to be shipping involved. So, yeah, I mean, I might have to wait till my next paycheck in order to see if I can afford that, but we'll see. Again, there's definitely some things that aren't new. Again, probably the big offender is the Live at the Rainbow stuff. And I'm also kind of disappointed there's no poster. Like, the Queen 1 box set had the poster. You can actually see the poster right behind me as well. It's right there. I put it on the wall. So it doesn't seem like there's going to be a poster on this one, which I'm kind of sad about. But, the book should be interesting. And again, you get those cards, which I still don't know what you would do with them. But yeah, it's something. But the remix is going to be probably the big thing, is why you're going to buy it. But of course, I should also mention, if I were to go ahead and go back, they do have other things. They have a picture disc version, and if you do not want the whole box set, probably the smarter option, you would go for just the deluxe CD version, where it's just 2 discs. And that's it. And then you can get a little cassette too, I guess, if you want. And then there's the standard and just other Queen related stuff, but Queen 2 related stuff, I should point out. But I'm going to go ahead. There's one more thing I want to talk about before I call it here. And the fact is that they actually did release a little official sneak peek of this new remix. And that is, they released Seven Seas of Rhye, the 2026 mix official visualizer. Funny enough, I have yet to hear this. What I'm going to do, this is going to be my first time listening to this, and I'm going to give my 2 cents of what I think of the sound and how well they did this. And who knows, maybe that'll give me the incentive to go ahead and purchase it. Again, we'll see. I know some of my friends have already listened to this. I know one of them did, and he actually said it was actually definitely better than the Queen 1. So I'll be the judge of that. So I don't know how this will go. I don't really do reaction videos too often, so I might not even show you the audio. You could go ahead. I'll leave a link to this in the description, and you can go and check it out for yourself. But I'm just going to go ahead and give it a listen, so I'll check back with you right after this. Okay, so I just finished listening to this remix version of Seven Seas of Rhye, and I must say, I was pleasantly surprised by that. I think the big thing I took note was that it didn't sound too different, because if you go to the first album, and you play the original mix and you play the remix, it's like night and day. It's like almost like a completely different album. But this remix, it's definitely a bit more subtle. Like, there's definitely some changes. Like, you might hear me. I don't know if I'll insert my little comments while I was listening to it, but I did mention that Roger's drumming, there's definitely a much bigger punch to it, and Freddie's vocals were definitely a bit more upfront. They didn't sound as buried, which, I mean, I'm not saying the original mix was Freddie's vocals was buried, but here his voice sounded a lot clearer, and the bass was a bit more noticeable, and the guitar definitely has a much more different quality to it. So I do like that. I do like they made this remix a bit more subtle. Like, it still captures that feel of hearing the album, like something from this or from the 2011 remaster. It still has that Queen 2 sound that I do like. Again, Queen 2, I don't know if I said this already, but Queen 2 is one of my favorite albums from the band. It's like top 3, and it's cool that this album is getting this sort of attention, and I was apprehensive on how they were go about it, but I'm definitely inclined to check out the rest of this remix, like songs like March of the Black Queen. That's going to be something I'm kind of looking forward to kind of hear how that would sound. But there you go. That's where I'm going to end it here. So overall, I'm a bit optimistic. I think this remix is going to be pretty decent from what I've heard based on that. And I am disappointed the box set's not going to have other things. Like, again, I'm still kind of hungover that there's no poster involved. And it does feel like there's a bit less in this box set than the Queen one. But that's just my 2 cents. We'll see if I get it. And maybe this will be the start of a new trilogy on this channel for Queen 2 box sets. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and call it here. Thank you very much for watching this. If you enjoyed this, please give it a like. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. And comment below, are you interested in this remix? Are you going to buy the box set? Or are you just going to get like the standard 2-disc pack or whatever? Or the vinyl by itself? I'm interested to know what you think. And also, don't forget to comment your thoughts on the Seven Seas of Rhye remix if you also gave it a listen beforehand. But thank you again for watching. I will catch you in the next video. Take care, and goodbye for now.